Let's take a look at how to configure router interfaces. Let's assume we're starting with a fresh router here. The default host name of a router is, of course, router. Here we're starting off in user mode. In order to move from user mode to privilege mode, we type the word enable, which puts us in privilege mode. At the privilege mode prompt, in order to configure anything, we would have to type in the command config T or configure terminal. You can spell that out or abbreviate. This puts us in global configuration mode. From global configuration mode, then we determine what we want to configure. In this instance, we want to configure an interface, so therefore we type the word interface, or you could simply type INT for interface, the abbreviation, interface Ethernet 0. Interface Ethernet 0. You can spell that out or you can abbreviate once again. Once you type this in, this changes the configuration prompt. Notice now we're in interface configuration mode, config-if. We're in interface configuration mode, at which point now we can configure certain parameters on that Ethernet interface. For instance, in this example, we want to configure an IP address. So IP address 10.1.1.1, and then you indicate the subnet mask that you're going to use on that interface as well. Press enter. Notice we're still in interface configuration mode. We want to enable this interface, so we indicate that by using the command no shutdown. By default, all the interfaces on the router are administratively disabled or shut down. So we negate that by using the command no shutdown here. No shutdown. That enables the interface. Here, we want to now go out and verify the changes that we've made. So we type the word end. You could also use the shortcut Control-Z. Control-Z. That's the same thing as end right there. End takes you all the way back out to privilege mode, at which point I can verify my configuration in a couple of ways. One, I could verify by typing in the words show run for show running configuration. That shows me my interface configuration along with all of the other configuration parameters on my router. Another command that I could use that's very popular that I love to use, show IP interface brief. This gives me a summary of all of the router's interfaces along with their status. Another command that you could use if you wanted to instead would be show interface or show interfaces, or you can specify the particular interface that you want, show interface Ethernet 0, and there you would see the configuration information as well. So that gives us a basic configuration of our Ethernet interface. We've configured it with an IP address, and we've enabled it with the no shutdown command. We verified with the show run command, showing the running configuration located in RAM. Or you could use the show IP interface brief command or show interface Ethernet 0. Either of those would verify the configuration changes that we've made on our Ethernet interface.